behind it all is this passion that I've had for years of being able to hand make a product that someone would put their trust in you.
It started as a father-son project and has grown into a very unique business that has its roots in Ringe. In this modest workshop above his garage, Matt Garland makes goalie masks. Handmade, one-of-a-kind pieces that are part sporting good and part work of art.
It's gone from the very rustic ones back in 1965 to being worn successfully in the NHL and at the national champion collegiate level.
Matt Garland has always loved hockey. A goalie from a very young age, Matt grew up when the first masks were becoming popular in the pros.
My father had heard about the process on how to make them with a mold of plaster of your face and that type of thing, and I naturally needed one, so he said I can do that. So as my mother held my hand on the bed and they encased my head in plaster of Paris and put straws in my mouth so I could breathe, we made the beginnings of this, and very rustic, but yet very similar to the same procedures we use now. We have custom formulated resins that are made just for us for high impact and low temperatures.
The masks Matt creates are not made from a liquid poured into a mold. They are layers of material, fabric mostly, fiberglass, carbon cloth, and bulletproof Kevlar bonded together. 18 layers create the rough shell.
It is a very labor-intensified process, but the finished product really pays off. There's a lot of huge companies out there that will mass produce a plastic mask that will do the job, but not anywhere near the hand lamination of a real custom mask like this. This is a big improvement over this first one. It's actually the second one we ever made and one of my favorites ever. It actually is a full cast, again the plaster mold that we spoke of, a full cast of the front and the back of my head.
Matt has been making masks for 44 years. He and his father started experimenting with designs back in the 60s and early 70s. Some worked. Others, like the ones where the mask was molded around his glasses, well...
We thought we had a great idea until we started getting hit with them, of course. And if you get hit on the corner of the glasses with a 50-mile-an-hour hockey puck, it wasn't a pretty sight. Your glasses would break, and you're laying there on the ice going, oh no, what a great idea this was.
He got out of college, got married, and sunk everything he had into this idea that really started as just a hobby.
When we would make these very rustic masks, and kids would come to me from all over New England and say, can you make me a mask? And I knew they weren't that great. They were as good as we could make them, but they'd pay hundreds of dollars, $600 or $700 for a very rustic mask. I said, gee, you know, if we could ever make a good one, maybe we could make a business out of it.
Matt thought it would maybe take a few months and a couple $1,000 to create the right design. Now, after 15 years and $250,000 in research and development, Promasque is one of the highest-end hockey products you can buy.
So what we do now is we kind of build the mask around the foam, and then the foam surrounds the face. So you can take a lot more punishment than you used to be able to back in the old days.
From stainless steel cages to airbags, 22 alterations have been made to the original design. Matt only makes 250 masks per year. He keeps supply low for quality control and to keep a personal relationship with his customers. A Pro mask starts at around $500, but it's the paint job that really makes it pop.
We joke around a little bit and say that a lot of these masks could be made of tinfoil, but if they have a fancy paint job on it, then everybody will buy them.
Jesse Akiaka owns Jesse's Custom Design and is one of the people who paints for Promasque.
I'm going to switch over to a light blue for some lightning.
He's worked with Matt for 15 years and came up with this design for Tampa Bay Lightning goaltender Dwayne Rollison.
It actually is as intricate as it looks. It's pretty simple. I kind of just went a little extra with a lot of the detail. We usually do for our NHL guys.
From the pros to big-time college to a local rink, Matt's products are literally around the globe. From Concord to Hong Kong, Promasques are minding the nets.
I've never lost the passion for it. Everybody that runs their own business knows that you have to love what you do, and I really do.
Matt has customers age 8 through 68, but all with one thing in common. They have faith that his work will keep them safe as they stand in the way of a speeding puck. Matt's worked his life perfecting his product and is proud of what he's made.
It's such a unique profession and a unique product in a game that I love, and just something I think that I've always enjoyed so much. It keeps me going.